Hola.
Hey. Full name is Boise, B-O-I-S-E, last name Thomas. Been living in this part of Venice for the last 10 years. My neighbors, they voted me the mayor of my street. So this is my welcome to my constituents' neighborhood. Nobody is unaffected by this current global situation, which I call the Great Pause of 2020. I believe that we were all asked to go to our rooms and think about what we've done. And our mother is the earth. So I think our mother sent us home and said, go to your room and don't come out until you can be responsible for what you've done. So how Venice has changed for me has been it's gotten quieter, the air's gotten cleaner, neighbors have gotten more interested in making eye contact. I've been saying hi to my neighbors since the neighborhood started getting gentrified back in 2009, and every year less and less people say hi back, to the point where now I just walk through the streets and ring my bell and yell at people. Hey man, how's it going? Nice shoes. Hey, how are you doing? I like your dog. How you doing, humans? Everybody good? And people just look at me like I'm the crazy guy. But am I crazy, or are the people that think talking to a stranger on the street and interrupting whatever they think is more important, being on the phone or having a peaceful, quiet walk, that's the part of Venice that I think has changed for the better.
The quarantine in general for me has just been like, it reminds me of living in a smaller town. Human beings are happiest when they're part of something. Venice always stood for that. Like, there was always kind of had that community vibe like that. And so just quarantining, literally isolates you. The amazing thing about Venice is that it's this little 1 by 1 mile on the beach in Los Angeles. I mean, it is a golden nugget. It's a resilient little mile, that's for sure. It kind of has a lot of everything. Perfect weather, good biking, ocean, jobs and economy. When people ask me how Venice is now, I usually tell them, well, the waves are the same. Like, if you go out and swim and body surf like we always do, the waves are definitely the same. But everything else has kind of changed a bit.
A year before I came out here, I was just kind of disgusted. And when I looked at it a little bit deeper, at that time too, there were concerns as well based on some of the dynamics of unsanitary conditions that people were dealing with. I did come out here sort of with the intention of exploring what was causing all of this, and being someone that was part of the middle class that has been wiped out in America in a lot of places. I also wanted to sort of bring a little more humanity to some of the problems that are out here. For me to go into a shelter, I'm going to be surrounded pretty much by people who have harassed me every day. I'm not here because I'm a part of that in some ways. I'm here to try to be a living, positive example of what we could be. That we don't have, being in this situation doesn't mean that we have to be dirty or disgusting or bitter. And I've actually dealt with harassment from bitterness because I don't see my situation in the same way they do.
My hope in all of this is that we see the best of mankind, that people are kind to one another, that people take opportunity to go out of the way and do something for someone they wouldn't have otherwise maybe even noticed before, let alone do something for them.
It's a weird balance between light and dark here. That symbol in the center of the park over there, the big X, it's actually kind of a symbol of where the upper and the lower worlds meet. So I think of Venice like that. Like it's a place where the upper world and the lower world intersect.
Do I think Venice will change? Absolutely. Do I know how it's going to change? I have no idea. But I am absolutely thrilled that this whole thing is happening because it's giving us all an opportunity to think.